Hello and welcome to TSG Foundation's Wisdom of the Zodiac. Today's lesson and meditation will be taken from Wisdom of the Zodiac, Volume 2 by Torkom Saraydarian, Chapter 11 titled Cancer, Assimilation of Energies. In today's lesson, we will learn what the wisdom of the Sun in Cancer will give us and provide for us so that we can continue building our bridge to our higher self. The two main keynotes in this chapter are energy and assimilation of energies. The first thing for us to remember is that energy is substantial. For example, there's the energy of the sun. It is prana. It comes into our etheric body. It circulates in our etheric body, and then it is given to our physical body, and it creates vitality and health. Similarly, we have the energy of love. It is not something you can see or touch, but you sure do feel it. And it sure feels wonderful when we give love and receive love. So there's substance to that energy. The same thing with the word truth. We say that is true. When we speak truth, when we hear truth, when we read something that rings true for us, there's something of a substance in it that changes us. So our lesson here is to look for things in our life, such as virtues, such as behavior patterns, such as thought patterns, emotional patterns, that actually change into something substantial in us. It changes the chemistry in us, and you will read about that in this chapter. The second keynote for us to remember is assimilation. Assimilation means that you receive, that you make part of yourself, and that it changes the substance of your body. So for example, let's take the word love. When somebody gives love to us, an expression of love, whether in words or in physical expression of love, we don't reject it. We take it and we make it a part of ourselves, and we change because of it. We feel loved, we feel released, we feel relief that somebody loves us, and we love back. And then there's a huge change that happens in all human beings when we give and receive love. So we understand from that energies are substantial and they need to be taken in, digested, and assimilated. Okay, so those are the keynotes for this chapter that I find very, very important. So let's start reading. Open your book to page 109, and let me read those first two paragraphs for us. We celebrate full moons for various reasons. When our sun is aligned with a zodiacal sign at the time of the full moon, it channels the energy of that sign to Earth. So it is not the moon that we are worshiping, that moon that we are meditating on. We are looking at the configuration that the sun is in perfect alignment with that particular zodiacal sign. And that zodiacal sign's particular energies are directly given to our planet Earth and thereby to us. During the period of the full moon, which lasts for 12 hours, the Earth receives a powerful flow of energy, a particular flow of energy for each full moon. If this energy is assimilated by human beings, so assimilated means you receive, you accept, you chew it, you digest it, you make it part of your being. Okay, it regenerates them. So it is not just sitting and saying, oh, the full moon is wonderful, the sun is wonderful, this zodiacal sign is wonderful. No, you are actually doing something very, very factual and conscious. You are consciously looking at the energies that are available and thinking how I can absorb those. Okay, so it regenerates you, and it charges their centers and helps them progress on the spiritual path. But if the incoming energy is met with reaction or is absorbed by a human mechanism in which many etheric, astral, or mental impurities exist, the results become very negative. Disease and sickness comes into being. So these are two more keynotes for us to remember in this first paragraph. One is that you receive, assimilate, and you respond to those energies. You make them part of your own. But if you react to them, you reject them. And how is rejection created? It is when that energy is absorbed by a human mechanism that is impure, that is full of agitation and aggravation. So here in this lesson, we understand that when a full moon period comes, we need to put away the news and the toxic information through our media, social media, or books and TV shows, and just purify and calm yourself so that you are able to receive these powerful energies and assimilate them and make a change in your life. When the particular zodiacal energy is assimilated, it builds a shield within the human aura. Okay, so you are setting up yourself to be pure, clean, and balanced and calm. You receive those energies. It makes changes in you. You do not react, you respond. And what does it do? It builds a shield in our aura. It strengthens us. This is such an important concept to remember. And when we have a shield in our human aura, what does it do? It repels all those forces which are destructive to the human organism. All those forces that are destructive to your physical body, emotional body, and mental body. But when there is a reaction to the incoming energy, friction is created. The human aura and its defense mechanisms weaken, and negative or destructive forces can attack the human being. This is a profound teaching right in this first page. So let me summarize. When the sun is in complete alignment with the zodiacal sign, in this case, the sign of Cancer, when we receive that with pure, expectant, physical, emotional, mental bodies, we put aside the toxic noise of our social media and the news and any toxic information that we do not want, but we are receptive to those energies. What happens? We receive them, we absorb them, we assimilate them, and that assimilation creates a chemical change in us that strengthens our aura. And our strong aura then repels negative forces from our physical, emotional, and mental bodies. What a powerful lesson that is. And it seems to be so complicated, but it is really simple. It is looking at the full moon period with expectancy and a purity of bodies. So let's go to the next page, page 110. And let's look at the ability to respond to incoming energies. What do? We must prepare ourselves by 3 different methods. The first one is purify his threefold mechanism. What does that mean? That means during that 12-hour full moon period, eat pure foods, stay calm and loving, forgive those who you have hurt or who have hurt you, be pure in your mind, watch beautiful TV shows, read beautiful books, stay away from toxic things at that time. You can do this for a 12-hour period, and you will see month after month how the wisdom of the zodiac will be pouring into you, and you will be absorbing it and changing your life. Now, what's the second one? Raising his consciousness and aspiration. Raise our consciousness to me means there's hope and faith for something better, for something greater, that there is God, there is hierarchy. Remember those lessons we received in the previous months, that there is beauty in life that we can aspire to. Everything is not going to hell as we see in our social media and our news. That is not really the full story. That is just the surface story. So when we have raised our consciousness and our aspiration, we are going behind the scenes, and we are trying to see life from a higher perspective, from the soul perspective. That is very important for us to train ourselves to do that. What is the third one? Assimilating the energy. In order to assimilate energy, for example, let me give you a very simple example. When you are eating a meal with wonderful friends and you are laughing and enjoying, the meal settles beautifully in your stomach. You do not stay up all night with indigestion. Why is that? Because you have relaxed yourself, become joyful, and the food that you are eating is assimilated. Okay? That is the same thing. Be healthy, be calm, be joyful, and that will help you assimilate the energies. That will help you respond to the energies that are present at that time of the full moon. Reacting to the incoming energies means, this is very important. So these are things you do not want to do. You want to clear these from your life, to be full of glamour, illusion, and inertia. Glamour is emotional, false expectations. Illusions are mental, false beliefs and expectations. And inertia is a physical inability to do anything in your life. What does that mean? If you're in inertia, that means maybe you're drinking, you are smoking things you're not supposed to be smoking, you are taking drugs that you should not be taking, you are in depression, and you are not taking yourself seriously, moving so that you can energize and re-energize your life. So these are very important. The second one is to be loaded with hatred, fear, anger, revenge, jealousy, and treason. All of these things are brought to us every time we watch toxic news. Every time we read toxic information about the state of the world, every one of these are present. We are put in fear. We are made to be angry. We are made to be revengeful against some people or another. We are made to be jealous. We are made to be treasonous, to say, these people are better than those people. Do you see how much hatred is brought into us against people, nations, policies, against color, against religion, against belief system, and so on? So these are things that we need to put aside at that time of the full moon, at least the 12-hour period. Number 3, to have centers which are either damaged or diseased. How do centers become damaged or diseased? Is when they are used for purposes of selfish purpose, for hating other people, for speaking things that are hateful and full of anger, for thinking about things that are full of anger. So when you think, for example, all your centers, let's take the heart, throat, and head centers. When we are speaking in anger and ugliness, when we are thinking in anger and ugliness, when we are feeling anger and ugliness, what does that do? Those 3 centers are full of disease and damage. So you can see that the full moon period and the esoteric wisdom tells us that it is very important to clean up our life, especially during the full moons. That is the wisdom. If we can just take that and take that 12-hour period and then from there expand it to 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, we will see within a year huge changes taking place in our lives. This is very, very serious teaching. The third part that Torkom talks about in this chapter is to be indifferent to the incoming energies, which means you just basically don't care. You are so involved in your daily work that none of this makes any difference to you. You become insensitive and you become really in a state of depression. These are things we want to avoid. So what is the one thing you are going to do and take away from this is you are going to say, how do I respond to these fantastic energies, and how do I absorb them and assimilate them so that I'm full of energy, my centers are vibrant, I am calm and receptive. Okay? Now let us go to page 113. That first full paragraph, let me read that for us. It will also be interesting to find out if certain thoughts, emotions, and actions change the chemistry of our bodies. I have tested this out. When I am speaking in angry tones, complaining, worrying, something happens inside of me. I start worrying more, I don't sleep well, and my positive attitude about life changes and becomes negative. I don't trust myself and my instincts anymore. So you can see that certain thoughts and certain emotions, certain words, create a change in us, chemical change that we do not receive from life what it is telling us. Okay, everything changes. Perhaps we can increase certain chemicals in our body or decrease them through certain ways of thinking, feeling, or activity. Absolutely. You can make a chemical change in your life simply by saying, what can I do to be good today? What can I do to be in beauty today? What can I do to be joyful today? Just take these 3 things and see if your life changes with just those 3 thoughts. Through such research, an entirely new science will be developed. This was given in 1988 by Torkom in a lecture. And since then, we have seen how much the research on brain science is expanding and saying to us that certain life choices that you make, certain behavior patterns that you decide on, changes the chemistry in our brains. It is so profound and beautiful that this teaching is showing through the experiments that people are conducting that indeed chemical changes happen to us through our thoughts, emotions, and our mind. Let's move now to page 116. The zodiacal sign of Cancer is a sign of the emotional body, which is symbolized by liquid or water. That means it is very susceptible to any movement. Think of water and how when you put your hand in a swimming pool, how the water moves. And so it is very responsive to the movements that you make. Let's go to page 116. The zodiacal sign of Cancer is a sign of the emotional body, which is symbolized by liquid or water. That means that whatever you do during this month, you have a very sensitive mechanism and it is going to respond. So what are some of the things that we can do? And let me give you 5 keynotes that you can use during the 5 days of the full moon, and use these keynotes to meditate on. The first thing that I'm going to suggest is purification. So when you have pure emotional body, on that pure emotional body, you can then add the energies of the 4 rays that are discussed in this chapter, and they will make a beautiful positive impact on you. What does it mean to purify my emotions? That's your number 1 seed thought. On the second day, you are going to meditate on the energy of the 3rd ray. Let me read that for you on the bottom of the page. The first energy is 3rd ray, which is the ray of intellect and philosophy. If you cannot meditate, just read great philosophy so that you can digest some kind of higher energy through the 3rd ray. The 3rd ray is assimilated through your throat center. If you are creative on the day of the Cancer full moon, you are assimilating the energy. Creativity is service. So, what are you going to meditate on the 2nd day of the 5-day period? The keynote is going to be, what is creative service for me? Okay, what is creative service? Take that and meditate on it from as many angles as you can. Think of creative service physically, emotionally, mentally, in your soul as prayer and blessings that you send to people. It can be creative service in terms of making something beautiful and giving it to people. So think very, very logically, what is creative service for you? Go as deep as you want. That's the 2nd day. What is the 3rd day? The 3rd day, we are going to utilize the energy of the 7th ray. Okay, so in this Cancer full moon, we have 3rd ray, 7th ray, 4th ray, and 6th ray. We are going to use each one as a seed thought. So on the 3rd day, you are going to use the energy of the 7th ray, which is the soul ray of Cancer. The 7th ray is a very powerful ray related to mental organizational abilities. Wow, ritualistic tendencies and faculties. If you want to organize something, the Cancer full moon is the best time to organize and philosophize. So the 3rd day seed thought I'm going to give you is, what do I need to organize in my life? What do I need to organize? It can be as simple as your drawers, your closet, your bedroom, your kitchen. You can see how when you organize simple things like dishes and glasses and everything in your kitchen, what a beautiful sense of harmony that you will get. See, this is really important because it puts into your capacity the way to organize. Organization is not just folding things or putting things away. It means to decide which is useful, which is not, which can be given away, which can be saved, and so on. So this is a very important ritual that you can do on that, 3rd day, okay? So 1st day was purification of my emotions. 2nd day, what is creative service for me? 3rd day is, what do I need to organize? You will see after 5 days how your life is going to be a little bit different. So let's see what we do on the fourth day. On the fourth day, we use the fourth ray energies, which is harmony and beauty through conflict. Okay? We can say that fourth ray energy is assimilated by creativity, such as singing, composing music, painting, writing, and so on. Through such activities, one can assimilate fourth ray energy. So what is the keynote for you on the fourth day? How do I bring more harmony into my life? How do I bring more harmony into my life? That is huge. And when I think about it, I think, wow, harmonize myself in my physical life, emotional life, mental life. Why do I want to do that? Because in harmony, the great energies of the zodiacal sign of Cancer will pour into my life and into your life. It will strengthen your aura. It will make you unsusceptible to disease and disharmony. You will be strong and vital. And that is what's important. Strengthen your aura through the seed thought. How do I bring more harmony into my life? Okay? On the fifth day, we are going to utilize the energy of the sixth ray. The highest quality of the sixth ray is devotion. Devotion and dedication. Devotion is the ability to give all that you are to a great cause. What is that great cause in your life that you dedicate yourself to? Devotion is the ability to give yourself to a great human or global cause. If you can't go global, just think, what is the cause that I need to dedicate myself in myself, to my family, to my group, and then go greater. Start with the small, tangible things around you that are visible and obvious, and then make it grow. And sometimes people want to go and have a global service before taking care of the home front. So I suggest you take care of the home front first. So what is the seed thought? Fifth day seed thought is, to what am I most devoted? Okay, to what am I most devoted? What makes the most sense to me? If everything is taken away from me, what is it that I am devoted to? And how can I strengthen that devotion? Let me go through them one more time for you. Day 1, purification of my emotions. Day 2, what is creative service for me? Day 3, what do I need to organize in my life? Day 4, how do I bring more harmony into my life? Day 5, to what am I most devoted? If you do each of these meditation seed thoughts, you will see that you are utilizing the energy of Cancer and the 4 rays that are prevalent during the Cancer full moon. Let me read for you page 118, the bottom of the page. Cancer energy causes things to come into being. So don't think you are doing these for no reason and nothing will happen. Things will happen. They come into manifestation. Subjective, invisible forms become tangible, okay? And visible. For example, a soul becomes a body. Your dreams and plans come into reality in the 5-day period of the Cancer full moon, if you work scientifically with the energies. That is beautiful. I hope you take these 5 seed thoughts and use the meditation format that we are going to do together. Use that same format for 5 days. Each day take one of the seed thoughts, think about it, and after you think and meditate with your eyes open or closed, journal your thoughts, your insights, and then go about your day. The second day, do the same thing again, and so on. So the 5-day celebration is 2 days before the full moon, the day of the full moon, 2 days after. If you miss the 5 days, it doesn't matter. Choose any 5 days in sequence and do these 5 meditation seed thoughts. Okay? The meditation is taken from pages 121 to 122. For the seed thought meditation, we will use how do I purify my emotions? And then you can take that same format and use it for 5 days, changing the seed thought every day. Okay, so to start our meditation, sit up straight, put a nice smile on your face, and close your eyes. Now, before we start meditating, I would like you to take a few deep breaths, and with each one, relax your bodies. Relax your physical body. Relax your emotional body. Relax your mind. This is very important. We do this so that we don't import our worries and our thoughts into our meditation. That our meditation is pure and focused only on the seed thought. Now bring integration in your body. See your physical body, emotional body, and mental body integrated as one whole. Bring them together. Now hold that integration and align with your soul. See the soul as a 5-pointed star, and just have that line from that star come into your bodies and hold that together as one energy unit. That is alignment. If you can, take that line of energy higher still to your solar angel and hold that alignment. Solar angel, your own soul, and your 3 bodies all together as we say the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center, where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Let us sound 3 ohms, keeping that alignment all together. Stay in that alignment and repeat after me, my Lord, let your will be done in me. Let's repeat, my Lord, let your will be done in me. One more time, my Lord, let your will be done in me. Meditate on the seed thought, how do I purify my emotional body? Now visualize a beautiful blue, silvery blue light emanating from the highest solar angel energy, flowing into your soul and bathing your emotions. Stay calm and loving and absorb that beautiful silvery blue energy. Let's say together the mantra of unification. The sons of men are one, and I am one with them. I seek to love, not hate. I seek to serve and not exact do service. I seek to heal, not hurt. Let pain bring due reward of light and love. Let the soul control the outer form and life and all events, and bring to light the love which underlies the happenings of the time. Keep your focus in that beautiful light, silvery blue surrounding you. And with full faith, let's finish the mantra. Let vision come and insight. Let the future stand revealed. Let inner union demonstrate, and outer cleavages be gone. Let love prevail. Let all men love. Let us complete with one Om. I truly love this mantra that we say, the mantra of unification. And to me it means to unify with the whole unity of the human life on earth, the whole unity of the vegetable kingdom, animal kingdom, mineral kingdom, and even higher kingdoms. It is such a soothing, beautiful mantra, especially the last paragraph. When you say that with full faith and optimism, let vision come in insight and the future stand revealed. Imagine that you are building your beautiful lighted house, and that's the keynote of Cancer, the lighted house that is yours, and you are going to build your bridge toward that lighted house. So thank you for being with me this time. I hope for you a wonderful celebration of the Sun in Cancer, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.